Now let's move. Let me move my. We'll get back to you, but let me move my next question to the gubernatorial candidate for the Action Alliance in Kogi State, talking about Olayinka Braimoh. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Now, we know that Kogi State wasn't without its own challenges, including the fact that you were actually detained to the extent that you were unable to even cast your vote. Can you share your experience with us and, give us an insight to what really happened?
Right, good morning. Yesterday, what happened in Kogi was very shameful on so many fronts. So many of our agents and contacts were not allowed to get to the polling unit. And areas where we even have agents that were there and voted, recorded their own vote on video and sent across. The result on IREV right now is recording zero. And it happens so many places, it just records 0 votes. And the total number of votes cast based on the result sheet many places is actually higher than the accredited voters on the IREV. So it's a case of people stealing votes unintelligently. And I was on my way to my community, Akutupa, yesterday, and we left at very early hours, at about 5:30 a.m. to be able to get into the village access. But we were held on heavy traffic around Kaba Junction. So we were there for quite a while, more than an hour. Then another traffic further down around Obajana. So around Okeboko, we're stopped by a combined team of the military, EFCC, police. They searched our vehicles. After a while, they said, okay, we can go ahead. Then while we're going, a bus overtook us with speed, went ahead to the next checkpoint. They asked us again so they came down, checked everywhere in the vehicles. They didn't see anything. Perhaps they thought I was going home with cash. I didn't carry cash. I don't carry cash. So, because we're not planning to buy votes. The next thing, they saw leftover of our flyers, our campaign flyers, in one of the trucks. Just like few parts, they were leftovers from the campaign. And they said we were carrying ballot papers because we had this specimen ballot sample in the overleaf of our flyers. Then the next thing, the EFCC guys said we must go to the area command. So we followed them gently, and we got there. The commissioner there said, oh, you flouted the order of the IG, you are moving at this time. And I explained that I'm going to my village to vote. So before I knew what was happening, we were asked to be locked up. So our phones were collected. They collected my phone. I had one in my pocket, so they collected the other one, that one that was on the network. They collected that phone. I was trying to make a call. I said, let me contact someone to let somebody out there know that we're being locked up. The phone my phone was collected from me. We're all marched into the cell. Myself, my brother that was with me, all the drivers, all the media team, all of us were locked up in the cell for several hours until elections were over in so many locations before they now released me first. After a while, they now released the other team, non-civilians, but the policemen that were with me, just to ensure my safety to my village before going to the polling unit. All of them were all detained. And as of yesterday evening, I tried to request for security for me to be able to move to Lokoja from Kaba. I was denied that they cannot provide security for me. So I was left exposed. That's yesterday. So I had to find my way out of Kogi State by all means yesterday. That was what happened in terms of the detention, my arrest and detention. So I couldn't participate in the electoral elections. Apart from that, all communications to me, I couldn't communicate to all my teams and coordinators across board yesterday.
Oh, Olayinka, I'm really sorry about, what you went through yesterday. It must have been disturbing and surreal. So sorry about that. It's actually quite sad that this conversation has to be this brief. But gentlemen, I would have to let you go now. We will definitely bring you back in the course of this show later on in the day to discuss more on the ongoing elections in Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa State. Thank you so much for joining me on the ballot today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I still have my guest, Usman Ononye, head of News Central TV in the studio with me, and I would just love for him to briefly comment on everything that Femi, Olayinka, and Barrister Emeka have actually said.
Okay, well, I would like to start from Imo, where the spokesman of the Labour Party candidate said, made all the allegations he made. As painful as it is, politics is the way it is, and anybody who gets into the field of politics should be prepared for it. And then as you're preparing to, get people to vote for you, you also will be preparing for how to defend or protect your vote. Protecting your vote in some instances would entail even going to court and making and proving your case. So it's just the way it is. The party, Labour Party, if they have serious conviction that they won the election, they know the best thing to do. He is a lawyer. They would approach the tribunal and take it up from there. There's obviously a need for deeper mobilization amongst the people because people didn't turn up to vote. And when you don't turn up to vote, there will be reasons, there will be grounds for situations to be turned around. And then to Kogi, well, it's a topic for deeper conversation. It would require a lot more conversation, but let's pause it for now.
All right, we'll definitely be pausing for now. Thank you so much, Usman, for joining me on the ballot this morning. We'll hope to have you again very soon. All right, right about now, we would be linking up with the live broadcast of the collation of results in Bayelsa State. Do stay with us.